you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. We'll kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Badgers will line it up on first and 10. Quarterback on the keep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now on the return. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to pass, it's Archuleta. Under fire. That's caught. It's Washington. Tackled there by the defense. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. The throw. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The inside handoff. Plows through the defense. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Setting up for a first and 10 from the 26. Might as well give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Badgers look to do some damage in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The running back has it. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Rice went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not set the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Owls in a statement win if there ever was one. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duking out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Archuleta. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. That's caught. It's Washington. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And they tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast.
Breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Badgers are on the move. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They'll leave it with him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely center cut. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Archuleta. Caught over the middle, it's Washington. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd.
There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate that they ain't have.
Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to pass, it's Archuleta. Finds his man, it's Washington. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Got it in the middle. It's Barker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Hoosiers will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
He's got it. First down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Makes the grab. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Line out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Badgers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Scott. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Archuleta. Still looking, on the move. Sails one into the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. That's it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Foster.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Runs through the tackle. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on!
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hand off to Jones. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the grab. It's Jones. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive back.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Archuleta. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Picks up what he can and then slides.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. And off to Jones. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. The give on the inside. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. give to the running back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
Fires toward the end zone. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Badger! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Archuleta. Forced out of the pocket.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. They've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture, and you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays, and you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it, they know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him, and as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the field.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab. It's Scott. And they'll knock him down. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Breaks into the open. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barker. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First and goal as they can just take their time and try to put this one out of reach. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.